What's going on? What's going on, Coach Tyreek here. I hope all is well. Happy Tuesday to you. As always, late night talks about tumbling. If you have any questions, please feel free to drop it down below. I'll be doing these late night talks for the next couple of, weeks and next couple of weeks. Just doing late night talks every night, just talking about tumbling. The things that I've experienced as an athlete and as a coach. And yeah, that's about it. Ooh, man. As well, if there's no questions, then I'm going to talk for the next 9 minutes. All right. Well, today I'll be talking about a round handspring tuck. That's pretty much what I left off with tonight in my class. Actually, I did a back handspring, but I'll talk about both skills. So I had two athletes today in my class. One was working on a, they're both working on a back handspring, but the first one, athlete number one, is working on jumping more over, jumping more over the barrel. And I would say for those who are having issue with figuring out how to jump more over the barrel and not into the barrel, if you're a coach, what I had my athlete do was a couple of things. The first thing was breaking it down to them and making them understand that if you don't get that full sit back, and if you don't fully push through your toes, and then have your body, I would say more in a position where when you're pushing off your toes, you're actually going over the barrel. So if this is the barrel, and if this is you, if you just sit and swing back, you'll end up hitting the barrel. But if you can fully push through your toes, you should be going more over the barrel than towards the ground, versus either going into it or going too far down below. So the goal is for you to actually jump over the barrel. So your body shouldn't be touching the barrel at all, but it's always a step-by-step process. And for the athlete today, we just worked on pushing through our toes more, being more explosive. So for her not jumping over the barrel, she had 2 chances and she messed up both chances. Mess ups are fine; it's all a part of the process. But since she messed up, she had to do explosion jumps. So if you're a coach out there watching this video, if your athlete's having a hard time with jumping more in the back handspring, what you can do is with the panel mats, whatever number you want to give them. So for my athlete, I had to do 20 squat jumps using the panel mat. And if she didn't hit that 20 squat jumps, you got to start all over again. And best believe they will feel that if they're doing it. And with the 20 squat jumps, you have to get 20 within a minute. And then I had another athlete, which was her sister. She was struggling with squeezing her glutes more in her back handspring. So for her, she had to hold a crab. And a crab is when you are, you pretty much start on your feet, your butt, and your hands on the floor, and you lift your bottom up, and you're like in a straight, the middle half of your body looks like a table pretty much. And for those who have issue with squeezing the bottoms more, you can hold a crab, you can hold a straight leg crab, you can do a glute bridge, straight leg glute bridge, like things like those will help with squeezing your glutes more in the back handspring or doing the candlestick. So for her, her thing was doing the back handspring over. So this is the barrel. Once again, her issue was doing the back handspring over the barrel, and then she would pike it down, or she would relax too much in her glutes or bend her legs. So if you have an issue with bending your legs in your back handspring, as I said before, glute bridge, straight leg glute bridge, the crab, straight leg crab, things like those. She had to hold the crab for 20 seconds. Once again, if you're a coach watching this and your athletes have an issue with squeezing their glutes more and the back handspring, have them hold the crab. For I would say what you would prefer, but for me, she was holding it for 20 seconds, and she did the back handspring again. She piked it over, so it didn't really connect as much with the crab. So you went straight to the straight leg crab. Still wasn't connected as much, and then we went to candlesticks. Then I had her do first it was 20 candlesticks in a minute, a little bit too much for her, so then I brought it down to 17 candlesticks. So her goal is to get 17 candlesticks in a minute. So always working on challenging my athletes the best way possible so they can understand or figure out what they have to squeeze for these skills. So once again, if you're having issues with jumping, you can do squat jumps. Have your athletes do squat jumps using a panel mat. The goal is to do 20 within a minute. If you're an athlete watching this and you're having issues with jumping, you can do squat jumps. The goal is to do 20 squat jumps in a minute. You can do 5 sets of those, and I promise you'll start feeling the burn eventually. If you're having issues with squeezing glutes more, maybe you're piking down in your back handspring, you can do the crab, straight leg crab, and the candlesticks, things like those. And then that's pretty much it. That's what you worked on with the back handsprings. Moving on to the round handspring tucks. As I was spotting one of my athletes was doing the round handspring tuck, they would do the round handspring, come out of the handspring, and they would just stop in the ball shape. Now, the set was good, but stopping in the ball shape is not going to get us around doing the round handspring tuck. So if you're having issues with stopping in the ball shape, if you're a coach watching this, I would have your athletes go over knowing how to get the toes over, and also them doing drills for getting the toes over, being in a tighter ball, and engaging the core more to execute that skill at a faster speed. If you are an athlete watching this video, or if you're just somebody who tumbles and you're having issues with getting the tuck over in your round handspring tuck, I would work on doing your backwards roll. Can you do a backwards roll? If not, then work on doing that, because if you can do a backwards roll, that's pretty much it right there. You're getting your toes over for your backwards roll, and that's what needs to happen coming out of your round handspring tuck. And that's pretty much it in terms of what I went through in class today. So please, if you're watching this video, please subscribe to my channel. I have a bunch of things on there, from forward rolls to backwards rolls, back walkovers, handsprings. Like, I have a bunch of tips for those drills. And please like this live. Always looking to do things like this every night. Always looking to just talk about what I go through as a coach and the things that I use to help athletes get these skills, dealing with mental blocks, things like those. Yeah, I appreciate you guys. I will see you guys tomorrow night. Late night talks about tumbling. And yeah, have a nice night. Bye-bye.